Yeah, I have to figure that shit out on my channel as well.
Yeah, we usually do. The only time I use Streamlabs is when I stream with the crew. I said Streamlabs, a StreamYard, but it's actually really decent, man. Do you
It,
usually have you been using OBS for your Uncle Preach stuff?
I do, yeah, I do OBS. I do.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? We are going to go ahead and let a few more people climb on in here. Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear us. What's up, John A? Let me see. Let me mute myself because I can most definitely hear myself. What's up? Okay, one, one, one. Cool, bet. I'm glad the audio is working, guys. I had to not use my goddamn condenser mic because I need a new interface. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to buy, but I gotta pick that shit up tomorrow. Watts is cute. Thank you, Moosey. That's my boy, Moosey, man. Oh God. But all right, we in here, man. Guys, today we have a very, very special interview. Before I even say anything else, yo, preach, let me just say I appreciate you, like, especially since like I'm a smaller content creator. Bro, let me tell you, collabing with other creators in general, it's a fucking nightmare. Like I've hit up so many people that I was interested in or whatever just for a conversation or a collab, and you were the literally well one of the only ones besides Jew Almighty to respond back. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I can't explain myself why. Um, Sometimes they see like, oh yeah, it's just I'm only gonna collab with people that are bigger than me, and I'm just gonna. I mean, if when I was our channel was on the come up, I, I would want to like collab with people that are a bit bigger than me. You know what I mean? So why not?
Yeah.
And also probably because of the fact that even though you're a smaller channel, that doesn't mean much because I like the stuff that you do and how you present it, and that's probably why I did when I was alone on the stream and you
Hmm.
played that video and I was like, yo, don't if I shout you out, don't try to. Oh, you shout me out, so I gotta be. There's no loyalty. If you say that, if you think that I fucked up in some way, somehow, just say it. It's fine.
Thank you, and I'm so glad you said that because again, don't get me wrong. Like we are most definitely cool with each other, guys. But preach, this is the first real conversation that we are having in real time. Like,
100%.
yeah, like people think that we've been talking this whole time. I've been told that I've been paid off by you guys. Did you know that?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And I don't know from what pocket it is coming from, but it ain't mine.
Yeah,
So yeah, no, we're definitely not paying you.
thank you. But um oh, and one more thing.
Go ahead.
Please just let these people know that we set up this interview back in like March, bro.
Oh, it was a whole long ass time before the whole thing happened. It was a
Thank you.
long ass time. A whole yeah, it was. It had nothing to do. It's not PR. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. It's not nothing like that. This was set up. You could have showed him the DM. As a matter of fact, you could have
Yeah.
showed.
You're right.
Yeah, you could have showed him that. There's nothing. There's nothing there. You could see the dates, like you hitting me up, and yeah. So there's none. There was none about that.
That's what I'm saying. I appreciate that though because people were swearing up and down. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but people like to run with their shit and with their narrative. They like to do that. I have. Oh, I know. It's like I know the truth, and then they just run with it. It's like, no, it's not that. No, it is.
yeah.
Okay, based on what? Why just no? All right, what do you want me to say? You believe what you believe, and even if I show you proof, you would still believe that. That's a bit the same thing as in the world. You know, sometimes people don't use facts to base their opinion. They form an opinion and they go get only the facts that just support their opinion. Have confirmation bias.
Facts.
And
Facts. Facts. I couldn't have said it any better myself. So I mean, honestly, I'm gonna just ignore the noise and Yeah, again, I appreciate you, brother. First things first, man. I'm curious. What made you want to create your own solo channel?
I just wanted to have a kind of a thing that the thing that I saw, and I started asking myself a question. I saw there's a lot of young boys that are into this red pill stuff. The red and hmm, we probably have to segment the red pill, whatever. Like I'm not red pill, right? I don't
Yeah,
adhere to that or whatever. Uh, but it's something that I've noticed from afar. And a lot of people are just questioning the fact of why do people like following the Andrew Tates of this world and these people, and why is there such a an attraction? Young boys are attracted to that, right? And I
right.
started asking myself, and I came to the conclusion that, well, as I was having the conversation in my head, but as if I was speaking to like a feminist or whatever, and it was like, well, if we want to have the honest conversation, is that like with everything that happened with the Me Too
Mm,
movement. So there's some things that happened with the Me Too movement in 2017. All that shit came out. Even here in Montreal, there's some big thing that happened. And since then, y'all, not to point out fingers to the femmes them, but the feminists, they told men what to do and how to act and what to not do. You shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. I bet. And now the boys were kind of left there.
mm,
You didn't like. I'm not saying it was their responsibility to take care of the boys or anything like that. That's not
yeah,
what you're pro woman, right?
right.
You're pro woman, so you're taking care of your side. But then nobody spent time on the boys, and the only people that spent time on the boys was the red pill. I
That's
don't think that the move like the
hmm,
it started as something, it evolved into something that's very toxic and anything. But
right.
at first, it was really about take care of yourself, take care of your get your money up, take care of yourself. This is how you're gonna be able to make friends, go to the gym. It was that.
Meet
And then it
women, etc.
yeah, it veered
Yeah.
off into some weird shit, right? But
Hmm.
they're the only ones that took care of boys, or that gave a kind of a sense of belonging and worth to boys. The rhetoric and everything that we heard in the media was men ain't shit, like it's all man, all man, all man. And then when we were saying, nah, no, not all men. Yeah, well, it's not what we mean when we say all man. Yeah, well, motherfucker, the fucking
Right.
marketing is off then, because when you say man, that's how we receive it,
That
because that's what is
how we're
being.
gonna register it. Yeah.
But we don't. Of course, we don't mean all man. Well, then your marketing is fucked, my girl. I don't know what to tell you, right? So they received it in some kind of way. Nobody sat down to really have a conversation. It was not. Y'all are meant to shut the fuck up and listen now. Y'all been too much. Y'all did too much of the yapping. Now you shut up and you listen. So there's kind of a way where the boys didn't have a worth, right? So I was thinking about that, and I said to myself, let me try to give my side of what I saw, or I'm gonna show you what I like. I like cars, so I'm gonna show you cars. I'm gonna show, if you don't know how to change a tire, and no one in your life showed you how to change a tire. That's what it is to change a tire. That's how it is. I'm gonna be that uncle. I'm old, right?
Right.
Gonna be 44 soon, so I
Oh,
consider.
no, 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 no. You are old to for like today's standards. For some reason, this younger generation, like if you tell somebody that you like 29, you're unk at that point. So
Sure,
like, yeah, like yeah, I mean I get you, but I don't even
sure,
think that's old. Like that's
but
crazy.
I'm just saying. I like the boys that I'm gonna talk to when I tell them I'm 44. They're like,
Yeah,
"Shit, bro, that's double my age." To someone that I'm 22, I live twice his life, so I can understand
it's
that that
true.
person will say that I'm old, and I'm the age of being an uncle. I am.
Yeah,
I
no,
am. So to the people that are 20, 20 something, I lived through shit, so I'm gonna be able to tell you something. I just wanna the reason why I started my channel is really that. Let me show you my side. Let me show you how I got what I got. Let me show you what I like. The food stuff. Let me say I like to cook.
Mm.
I think that women belong in the kitchen, men belong in the kitchen, everybody belong in the kitchen. There's food in there, right?
Dog.
If you go ahead.
No, I was about to say, thank you for saying that because that's something that I've covered in my videos as
Hmm.
well. And I actually said it to you when you were live one day. Like my mother always told me, like
Yes,
as
you
a man,
remember.
yeah, as a man, you need to know how to cook. Do not depend on anybody.
Yeah.
Don't
If,
depend on
if
anybody for something so simple like that. Everybody needs to eat.
Yeah, and if you rely on a woman to just make you meals, and I'm not like it's nice when a woman cooks you a meal, but
Sure.
it's just that with the movement of red pill, I feel like there was a dissonance with what I've lived, what I'm living, what I went through with my parents, what I've seen people around me. It's like they think like, yeah, girl, cook a meal, and then after that you're gonna suck my no, what? It's like, bro, the foreplay starts when both of y'all cook in the kitchen.
Right.
Like it's a whole other shit to cook with your girl. Ah, you a simp. Good. Good. If that's your definition, good. Then I'm that. I don't give a fuck, right? That's
I,
where it is.
yep,
That's where it starts. You're having conversation, and then both of you cook. But it shows teamwork. There's some things that you should do with your girl before you move with them, like build a IKEA, build a IKEA furniture. You need to do some minor renovations, and you need to go to an all inclusive. If you cannot survive an all inclusive where you don't get to cook, where you don't get to clean, then you're not gonna survive in a house.
you not lying. Oh my gosh, you are not lying.
You're
Hey.
not. You're not. So these are the things that. So I just want to show them that side, that side of kind of the reality, not like a performance that I'm gonna do for. Yeah, this is how you
Sure.
please your girl. This is what you guys do. I'm like, this is not real life. None of it is
Yeah.
real life. That's why I start my stream asking the people that are watching me, have you touched grass today? Have you? Because this internet shit is not real. Did you touch grass? And if you haven't, I hope that after this live or this stream, you're gonna go touch grass.
Dog, there are a lot of people that need to hear that sentiment constantly. Niggas need to touch grass way more often. But I hear you though. So basically you want to be an outlet for younger men. And I also can relate to that to an extent. Because even though I am younger than you, like when this entire like red pill movement came out, I said the same thing. I was like, I want these young men to have a different perspective, to hear from somebody that is not telling you that you need a Bugatti, you need to have a specific lay count, or a woman is supposed to do this. Just a normal human being.
Yeah.
So yeah, I completely understand, and I mean I appreciate that because more people need to know how to, like you said, cook, change tire. The amount of men that do not know how to change a tire is
Or
insane.
drive a stick shift.
Okay, to be
I'm a
fair, I feel like that one is different though because that varies from country to country. Like I feel like because
100%. But
yeah,
it's good to have the knowledge. I'm not
that's
gonna
true.
shame you because you don't know how to change a tire. I don't
Mhm.
live and I haven't lived your life. I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm not gonna shame you because you drive a stick shift if you're 24. You're 24. Less and less models have been made with stick shifts, right? But
yeah,
Uncle gonna show you a little something, something for your general knowledge. That it's just that's it. It's really just that. It's not in a sense of shame. It's in the sense of yeah, I understand. There was a point where I didn't know how to drive stick shit. So it's
yeah.
not like oh you don't know how to drive stick. Some people don't. Like get over it. You don't know how to cook. Maybe nobody showed you. So I'm just gonna. It's okay. You don't know how to do this shit. Let's just do this shit together. You know what I'm saying? That's how I view things.
Say, brother, when you make that stick shift video, I'ma learn because I damn sure don't know how to drive stick.
It ain't even a problem. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you the tips that you're gonna be able to, like the tricks that you're gonna be able to have in order to learn it really well. It's not as complicated as it is, but it's
yeah,
good knowledge to have.
I got you.
I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna do stick shift on a car, right? Because I do have a car. One of my cars is stick shift,
Hmm.
right? And I'm gonna do the same thing, but with motorcycle. So I'll show you how
Ooh,
driving. I'm gonna bring these babies out, right? And you're gonna see my POV of driving in stick shift and that's it's just that. It's there's a lot of reason to drive stick shift, but it's also like very fun and it's like
yeah. It make you feel like I feel like it's kind of like like manly low key. I don't know why. I wish I knew how to
there's a
drive
thing
stick.
about controlling it. Like, you have
Mm-hmm.
a big ass machine and taming it. But I swear to God,
Yeah,
a girl that drives stick shift, I don't know. There's something it does something to me.
that's
Like
a
she
good.
knows what she's doing. Like I got one. I used to have a big bike, right? For the
Mhm,
people that know bikes, motorcycles. It's one of the staples of motorcycles, right? When we talk about
mhm,
power and we talk about Suzuki Hayabusa, which is a big bike, right?
mhm.
I sold that to one of my homies. She's one of my friends. She is 5'4", 5'6", driving.
Damn,
Yeah, driving this big boy bike. There's something about it. Something
that's
about the stick shift as well. That's what when she drives that bike, she gets the thumbs up. There's something. Yeah, there's something about that. So I'm just there to show. Yeah, I'm gonna show the boys, but it's not just the boys. The women are welcome as
sh-
well.
sure, sure. Okay. So since you did make your own YouTube channel, what would you say the differences are between like making content yourself and making content with ABBA? Because I notice for me personally, when I look at you and ABBA, like I will say, I'm like, damn, I wish I had a partner because like even when I record the podcast with the boys, shout out to Jew Almighty, Logics, and Random University. When I record the podcast with them, it's a little easier because we all have like a sense of humor, right? So it's kind of easy to just like bounce off of each other, and you don't have to entertain anybody by yourself.
Hmm.
So, what would you say the difference is between the 2?
Well, I do comedy, right? And it's a
Mm-hmm.
bit the difference between doing crowd work, but with
Mm,
someone that and doing your bit by yourself. Like you're not
that's a
alone.
good analogy.
You're not alone carrying the load of the joke. Pause.
Yeah.
But you're not alone
Play.
carrying the jokes. Go ahead.
I said play.
You're not the only one carrying that joke, but when you're alone, you get to do your shit. You get to do your thing.
Hmm.
As soon as you're more than one person, there's a little bit of compromise that happens, right? You have to
Hmm.
compromise with certain things. You have to go with the flow a bit. You have to understand what if there's a topic that both of you are not really interested in, or sometimes you ain't got no juice. Sometimes it's better to let's say cut it short or anything like yeah, cut it short or adjust yourself. If you're doing it alone, it's your own thing. You could do exactly what you do, but the joke it takes a little bit more juice. I don't mind like I don't have a favorite thing. That's why I do multiple things in my careers, right? I have different things, different assets. I have uh that's why I just don't do one thing. I'm not just a YouTuber. Not to say that YouTuber is a bad thing, but I'm not
Yeah.
just that. I do comedy, I do acting, I do voice acting, I do like so I do many things just to change the flow a bit. So YouTube is one thing, and I'm like, let me see if I can replicate it by my own. Let me see if I could do something with that. It's just another project. And the way my brain works is in order not to get bored, I need to do shit. It's different, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I can relate. I really can relate.
You can
I
relate.
get you. Yeah.
That
Like
means that you might be ADD.
maybe. I don't know, but I always feel like I have to do like something. Even if it's just simply like playing the game, right? Like I always tell my wife I'm like I'm never bored because I
Mhm.
always find something to do. And to be fair, I think content takes up most of my life. So, but no, like, I get it. 1000% get it.
But the funny thing is that just a side note, funny things because you were naming the name of your boys,
Hmm.
Logic, Random University, Jew Almighty. I
Yes,
feel
sir.
like I've spoke to them or interacted with them on internet before. Illogic for
Word.
sure.
Oh, Logic's for sure. Yeah. I think
Logic,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Actually in a way you have. I don't know if so much about random, but
No, but
I
maybe like on they comment.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
live and streaming, and I probably said some. Anyways, those names are familiar.
Yeah. Hey man, if they look, they are also, I mean, obviously compared to you guys' channel, they're also like smaller content creators.
Or
Julius
maybe
Beard.
I've seen. Yeah, okay, you've commented. Yeah, I've seen your name before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
before. Yeah,
So, but if you haven't like looked at their channels, they make some
I have.
great yeah, they make
I
some
have.
great shit, man. I wouldn't say that just to say that, but they do. Like I love
Yeah,
all of them for different reasons. But yeah. One thing that you brought up was like your career. Like I checked out your IMDb, bro. I did not realize how extensive it was.
but
So
yeah,
what came first? Like did you already have this
at-
catalog of
it's
like
at the
TV
same time.
shows?
Happened at the same time. I
You
started to do comedy at the same time that I started to do this YouTube thing. So it kind of evolved at the same pace. So I was
wow.
during the day I was filming at Abba's, and then at night I was bouncing in a comedy club, and then I started to do comedy there, and then the gigs started piling in. So yeah, I do have a whole career in my area in Quebec in French. Like I do, like my first language is French.
Okay.
It's like sometimes the words are coming out of my mouth and they're not supposed. I have a way of saying it that is kind of weird. It's because sometimes I say the word in French. For example, Abba was giving me some flack about that, but y'all say parameters. I used to say parameters,
Parameters, yeah.
but that's because I'm saying it in French. Paramètres.
Y- Got you. I
So
mean, no, it makes sense.
when I'm speaking in English, you have to understand that I'm thinking in French and I have to translate it and then showing it to you. And sometimes because I'm talking, because I'm answering a question, because I'm uh commenting on some shit and it has to come out quick, the
Mhm.
words don't come out the way they're supposed to come out. So yeah.
You know, that's crazy because even though you say French is your first language, you still speak way better than Walter Weeks. I just, I'm just
I,
saying. I
I
can understand you very clearly.
I feel for him because we did dirty. But then again, at the end of the day, yeah, I don't feel that much for him because they started it.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. So where does dance come into that? Because you guys are like I it's funny when you guys dropped the red pill wave video, I was like, I totally forgot these niggas can dance. Um so like where did that come into play? Were you always a
That's
dancer?
how I met Abba.
Oh word, okay.
That's how I met Abba. Abba was filming some of the battles that I was hosting or DJing at, and at some point I asked him to film one of my demos, and it was working well. And then he asked me to go on one of the project, and when after that I proposed to him that yo, I have some things I want to say on the web. I'd pay you to just do the filming and the editing,
Hmm.
and I put that on my channel, and he said no. Cause I'm about to do the same thing. I was like, oh, all right, where do you think? She said, but he said, but um, why don't we do that together? And then one thing led to another, and here we are. But yeah, I've been dancing for years. As a matter of fact, I was when I was like a young, well, from elementary school to around about when I was 22, I've trained. I was training to go to the Olympics. Right, that was my goal. I
Get
was
the fuck out of here for what?
I was doing track and field, so I was big on track and field.
What event?
110 meters hurdles, 100-meter dash. I was
Wow.
doing long jump and triple jump, right? So that was my thing.
I ran track and field too.
But
I went to nationals in high school here.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
Same. So stuff like that. Uh, and I was all dancing has always been part culturally speaking, it's been part of my life, right? But now the thing that happened is that when I was 21 or 22,
Mhm.
uh, I went into an open competition and I injured myself, right? So there's this muscle in your hip called the psoas, right? And that kind of snapped, right? It took me nine
Ooh.
months to go back from limping to being able to actually run.
Yeah.
But within that time, people they that 9 months made a difference. So I was not able to compete anymore. So
Damn.
I just decided to retire because I would never beat them. What I didn't realize is that when they're doing open, they're not tested, and a lot of people were on the sauce. I was trying to go like the no sauce route, right?
Right.
Some of them were really taking the stuff that I didn't realize. I thought everybody was
Sure.
kosher, which wasn't that. And yeah, so I retired and I tried to concentrate on dancing. So I was teaching, then I was teaching, then I was part of certain competition, then I entered battles. I traveled with that. So yeah.
That makes sense, and it's funny because I remember this is totally random. I remember you guys said that didn't y'all like know of Doja Cat because of like dance battles, like in like where you guys were,
Well,
because she,
we knew she was a dancer. Like she
yeah,
was part of. She did. I think she was a. She did hip hop
hmm,
definitely. We do competitions like when we travel. She
yeah,
did hip hop. There's some videos of her out there, but also she did hip hop. She did B. She was a B girl, I think, as well.
really,
I think she was.
huh.
I don't want to put my hand in fire, but I think she was part of a group. I'm not sure. But yeah, that her being a dancer, that I'm 100% for. So we knew about her before she was Doja Cat. We just
Gotcha.
realized after when, oh, is that she?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually
No,
Abba that
that
made me
makes sense.
realize. He showed me a video. It was like, you've seen that clip before? I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Who's that? That's her. Oh
Uh,
yeah, damn. Oh,
I remember now. Okay, I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going back to your like the dreams that you have of like going to the Olympics for track and field. Um, that injury, I know that shit was rough. Not only physically but mentally as well. I've had injuries as well. I popped both of my hamstrings. Like I run in the 200 and the 400. Yeah, it felt like somebody
Oh,
shot a
I hated 400.
I
Oh,
fucking hated it too. God, I hated it.
no, they made
So
us do it.
yes,
Like
yes,
because nobody wanted to do because 400 is the longest distance, right? In the sprint, it's the longest sprint,
yes,
and because nobody wanted to do that shit, because yo, by meter 250, your whole lactic acid, your whole shit hurts.
bro.
And in order
Yes.
for me to compete in my 100, it said, well, you have to do 400 meter.
That
Uh,
That's crazy because and the only time that I had to run it is when like some of my teammates like they ran like they had too many events supposedly. They would lie a lot, be like, "No, I ran too much. Can you do it?" Like they would had like one more event than me and they made me fucking do it. And if you guys do not know anything about a 400-meter race, like it's a sprint, but you still have to pace yourself to a certain extent.
no.
It's it's terrible. I would not. I don't understand. If you like that race, you crazy. I commend you actually. Hey, all power to you. But anyway, I was just wondering how easy was it to make that pivot, into
It
doing stuff
wasn't.
that you do now.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. It wasn't. I was
Hmm.
down,
Yep.
like I was not good in school. Okay, I was really not good in school, and to me in life, like it was so bad in school, right? Because the ADD thing was not a thing back in my days,
Hmm.
and like that's the in my head that's the only thing that I could do and show my worth, right? It's like I don't know what I'm gonna do later on in life. I'm not even good in school. So I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to like make bread or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I make it to the Olympics, at least like with the Olympics, I could do that, become like a commentator. I can comment on Olympics or sports event. I can place myself in sports or become a like you see all sometimes the sports commentators were players before, like Shaq, like
Yep.
Bark. Like
Exactly.
I was like, I could do that, and that could be my that could be my way. That could be my way in. You know what I mean? The way that I
Mhm.
can, pay for my bills later on, because I didn't see myself going to school. I didn't have the self esteem to even go after high school. I didn't have the self esteem to try to do some shit,
Yeah.
because I tried just to shut my parents up. I went to college, but I didn't really know. So when that shit, you come to the realization that, hey, you're never gonna be able to run the way you used to run, bro. It's over. Like, you're not.
Yeah.
That this is dead. This is done. I don't know what you figure out, but this list, this only token that you have is done. It's over. You're not doing it no more. Yo,
Yeah,
before I turn around and do some shit, it was devastated.
had to be a tough pill to swallow. And I mean, I get that. I really do. Damn man. Yeah, fucking injuries. Like it's insane. Like when it comes to track and field, that is I swear to God, that's a sport that will take years off of your life. Like it's rough. It's very hard on your body.
100%.
So did you end up did you graduate from college if you don't mind me asking?
Nope.
I hear you. Yeah, and I mean when it comes to college, like
And I go to university after that.
yeah, even I wasn't like the best student, but college isn't for everybody, man. So I just want people to know that like college is not something that you have to do. If you want to go to college, but you have other avenues, because it really isn't for everyone at all.
Congratulations if that shit is for you.
Yeah, I,
Congratulations. I am happy for you.
I
Good.
got lucky.
But it's a lot. Before doing this comedy thing,
Hmm.
I like, my last attempt was, I was on a waiting list to go to school to become a nurse, because my dad was a nurse, right?
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, that's what I could do. But I was mortified to go back to school, because school was just, it was not good times. Like,
No.
high school was not dope. Elementary school was not cool. But I was like, I gotta do something to pay my bills, man. I can't be a bouncer all these. I can't be like a 55-year-old bouncer with no pension plan, running after my bill. I can't do it. I gotta find. So my last thing was, let me just go back to school and try to do this. It's only, I was motivated to try to go, but I was also mortified to go. And finally, the comedy thing happened, and here I am. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm not going back.
Hey, I'm so glad it worked out. Everything works out how it's supposed to at the end.
Got it.
But brother, I I feel you. When it came to school, it was also kind of I don't know why. Like I still have dreams of being in school. Like I'm not even gonna call them dreams; they're nightmares. Bro, I used to have so much anxiety, and my wife can attest to this because we went to the same middle school, high school, and college.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so we went to college together and we would meet up every morning and walk to class together. But I would always go off in the commons and take my morning dump because that was my nervousness every day. Every fucking day. I had to take a nervous shit. God. Like
Me. It was, yo, the Sundays.
the Sunday scaries.
The Sundays afternoon, when you realize,
Uh,
fuck, the, the, the
the
weekend,
weekend is over.
weekend
The fuck am I gonna do? I gotta go back there. Oh my god, yeah, absolutely not.
the
And here,
realization that the weekend is over is like, no, your whole world is falling down, and you have to go to punk ass school
yeah.
on Monday. Oh, fuck that. God, fuck that.
Oh man. So quick question. Going back, let's go back a little further to like your upbringing because there is something that I really want to ask you about.
Go
I'm
ahead.
so curious. Growing up, were you religious at all? Because you talk
What
about
what
Christianity.
was I grew up in church.
Okay.
Did grow up in church. I was a church boy. I went to church a lot. Yeah, I went to church. Hmm.
You, yeah,
My dad was a some in English they say deacon.
yeah.
So and when we didn't have any pastor, he was the one preaching.
Okay. So I hear you talk about Christianity a, a lot,
Hmm.
and I hear a lot of your criticisms. Where does that come from? Like I'm so curious.
I started asking questions, and shit didn't add up.
Mm.
Shit didn't add up.
So wait. So is it the religion itself, or is it more so the people, or both?
All of them, all of the above.
Got you.
Like it's there's certain things that I saw that I was like that I read and I'm like, certain people, some people that are the most righteous and they're like scolding you on a bunch of shit.
I,
And
mm,
my pastor, one of my pastors fucking at some point we went to church and my pastor was like, yeah, he was not there anymore. We didn't understand why. And eventually the wife of the pastor was like, yeah, well, he's dying of AIDS. So he had a mistress somewhere else, and then there you go.
that went all the way. That went all the way left. I wasn't expecting for
I'm
you to
looking at
say
my
that.
sister. I'm looking at my sister like, what? Like, what the fuck?
I wasn't
Right?
expecting for you to say
You're
that
not,
shit.
nigga. You should fucking lube it before you fucking ram it in there. You just, that's crazy. And that's the motherfucker that was calling us for a bunch of shit, right?
I get it.
Other than that, there's certain stories in the Bible that are not that I'm not it's not adding up. Uh, the hatred for God is a person of love. God is a God of love. God is a God of okay, except if you're gay, right? Because the Bible is a bit frowned upon.
But
That's,
it's also contradictory though.
what do you mean?
Like
The
like
Bible?
you can,
Yes,
yeah,
yes. Everything in the
yeah.
Bible is contradictory. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can find a passage about like you said, like not being gay essentially, but then you can find another passage that said you're supposed to love everybody and treat everybody with respect. So yeah, it's very contradictory. So I still consider myself a Christian myself. Like I pray. I have no issue with what you're saying, by the way, because I understand.
Even if you
Um,
had,
you said what?
even if you had.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I got you. I'm just saying. I understand. But it's funny you say that because and I told this story to my subscribers as well.
Mm,
I got to talk about my mom. So my mom, shout out to Mama Watts. She actually had cancer 3 times in her life.
yeah, damn.
Yeah. Oh, I tell her all the time. I say, "Hey, if cancer can't take you out, I I
God
don't know."
damn.
Yeah. And her grandmother, my great grandmother, she lived till she was 99. So I said, "You're gonna be here for a while,
Oh
lady. You
yeah.
gonna be here." Yeah. But anyway, she had breast cancer 3 times in her life, right? And I don't know if you know anything about like chemo, but
I
that's
do.
very
I
yeah.
do. Both my parents.
Really? Jesus, I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, they're good.
Okay, good, 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 good. But yeah, it's very hard on the body, very taxing. Like I used to go to her appointments with her sometimes, and there were a lot of Sundays that we missed. Like we did not go to church a lot when she was going through chemo, when she was in the hospital, obviously. So I'll never forget this. This was one time we went on Easter. She was like, "Hey, I'm actually feeling good today, so let's go to church on Easter." I was like, "Okay, bet." The amount of passive aggressive comments that we got, like, "Oh, so you only show up on Easter," like that type of energy. Yeah, yeah. So like
That's
when
the
you,
people part. The people
yeah,
part in church, like
yeah. So for me, it's not even so much of the Bible as it is the people. Because even me being a kid, I had to be like 11 or 12. I was like, that's kind of fucked up. Like you're gonna she has cancer, like, but you're gonna criticize her for not showing up to church when this woman knows the Bible like from every fucking page. Like that's crazy to me. But yeah,
It's like, and also, all the people, the black people in America, like if you're black and American and you're Christian, I don't understand what you're doing.
Explain.
That's what they used to enslave you. They stripped
Mhm.
away what your ancestors was believing in, and they force fed this Christianity, and they told you that you were animals, and they said that the only way that you can be saved is if you believe in this God, and He will grant you a place maybe in the. So they weaponize that shit. They weaponize that shit. If you're black and American,
Not wrong.
like, and I'm talking about American. There was slavery in Canada as well. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's weird being a Christian and being like, God, like this is not what your ancestors was believing in. It was force fed to them. And not only that, being like, oh my God, God. It's exactly like going to sleep and just giving the kiss of the picture of your rapist every night. Good night, love you. That's what it is. That's the image that I got. But you're gonna believe. I know, rough. My, I'm sorry. I'm I'm sorry, but you asked. You asked. You
I
asked.
just
I
wasn't, bro, dead ass. I just wasn't expecting for you to put it that way.
asked.
That's
But
crazy.
but you asked, but it's weird that we do that. Like even like not even in America, like in Haiti, everybody in the Caribbean, it was force fed to us. It was force fed to my ancestors too. That's not what my ancestors were believing in. It was force fed, and then they stripped everything. They stripped the hair, they stripped the pride, they stripped the religion that they probably they previously had, and they
Mhm.
told you are animals. You're animals. The only way you could be saved is if you take this Bible and you preach that and you believe in that, and that's how you're going to be able to be saved from whatever condition your blackness being a condition to them. And that's what they did in the Caribbean and the States. And then they went overseas to Africa and did their shit. They went in villages from villages to villages, sending priests to rape the girl, because they did, and the
Yeah.
boys out there, they did the same shit. And they took their shit. Now, what you're doing is savage. You're savages. You're savages. The only way that you could be saved is if you do what? As a black person, I have to question it. I have
Yeah.
to question. The history is right there. But everybody believes in they believe. I feel it's weird to believe in that, but if that's your thing, do you, boo boo. The same thing that if you believe in space racism, I'm not gonna say a thing. I'm gonna be do your thing. You believe in space racism being astrology. If you say I'm not gonna go out with you because of the stars were where they were are on the day that you're born, you're discriminating people over space. So space racism, if you will. You know what I mean?
I never heard of space racism.
That's an
I'm
Ab and Preach thing, yeah. But we just didn't say it that profusely. But maybe we didn't say it in Vietnam. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, that's the thing that it's
hilarious.
space racism to me. That's what it is. But yeah, the Christianity as a black person, if you're not like Coptic Orthodox, and I'm
Hmm.
talking about Ethiopian people,
Yeah.
because they have a relation, like they're descendants of Solomon, so they don't have the same relationship. All the other that were King James Bible, yeah, I question it. I'm like, brev. And
Yeah.
then the brainwashing was so bad that when in Haiti, for example, Haiti, when we look at voodoo and everything, voodoo and stuff like that, we think it's bad and evil. That's what the white colonists said to us. In
And
order,
yep.
they made us believe that it was bad and evil. And there's also a propaganda that happened in Hollywood. You know, zombies. Zombies is actually something that is part of voodoo, right? It's not
How really? How
yes,
so?
it comes from voodoo, but it's not. It's not what you see in movies. Oh, if he bites you, you become a zombie. That's not what it is. A zombie basically is, um, in voodoo, is that you take someone, right? You
Hmm.
give them a concoction that's gonna slow their heart rate down, and people are gonna believe they're dead. and they're gonna do the whole thing, like put them in the ground, mourn them and everything, the cemetery, blah blah.
Right.
At night, they're gonna dig that person up, give another concussion that's gonna wake them up, but not to the level of awareness, a level that there's not they're not aware. There's just walking and just listening to you. And that those and they become slaves. They become your person, your servant. That's the original zombie. Hollywood took that shit, flip it, mix it, reverse it. And y'all ever been in there yet? No, did that. And then they did what you see a zombie is nowadays. And they said it kind of demonized what zombies are and whatever that religion is and stuff like that. It's like the same. Everything it's just all bad. It's just all bad. You know that every religion, every big religion, whether it's Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, treat possession, but when we do it, it's bad. Even Catholicism, there are books that are not in the Bible that they took that treat
Damn.
about, and they're in the Vatican, and they treat it about exorcism.
Right.
Everybody got that, but when the blacks do it, then it's when the Chinese do it, then it's bad. Catholics, let's make a movie about it. I question it.
No,
I'm
I
like,
look, it's crazy. Everything that you said is completely valid. The issue is that it's so ingrained now. It's a part of our culture. It's obviously a part of our society. Like it's just ingrained now. So, I mean, I obviously like I don't blame people, especially me being like a Christian. Like I don't blame them for, still practicing that faith and that religion. So, but no, everything that you said was valid and you taught me something new. I did not know that about voodoo
mhm.
specifically.
Yeah, and the thing about the puppet that you that's
Yeah, the
very that's
uh-huh.
not that's not Haiti, but more Louisiana, right?
Okay.
Because we have Haitians, we have a link with Louisiana. We do have a link with Louisiana. It was for the French. There's a lot of people. The Creole and they have a Creole that I can understand in Louisiana.
Oh, that's yeah, and also it's probably why the food is fire too.
It's
It's
because of the
probably why.
spice trade.
Yeah,
Basically,
exactly.
when we kick the ass of the French in Haiti,
Mhm.
France, in order to recuperate their money from that loss of that island, because that was the most profitable island, they sold Louisiana to the States. But Louisiana was French, and
Right.
because it was French, people slave traveled through Haiti and all of that. So, but yeah, so voodoo kind of changed when it happened. It stepped down on the land of the states, but also with um all the natives that were around that place. So it got
Mhm.
all mixed to that. But yeah, it's a lot. If we bring it back to to the Christianity and the religion, that's one of another of my problems with it. So it's all everything that's written in the Bible that I find weird.
Mhm.
What I just told you. Then there's the use of religion to fuck us up, right? And also a certain thing that was written in the Bible that what's his name? Neil Tyson deGrasse was talking about. And I
Okay.
believe that I understand uh I his way of speaking about religion or God, should I say, his
Mhm.
depiction of God is one of the things that I can relate to. So what Neil Tyson deGrasse said, he's like, if God exists, I don't believe that he is those two things at the same time. I don't think that he is all powerful or all good. If he is all good, he's not all powerful, and if he's all powerful, then he's not all good.
All good.
Because
Okay.
if he's all good, and he sees everything that is bad in the world, all the people that are suffering. You've seen the 300 years of us being enslaved and didn't do shit.
And,
Then if he's all good, then he's not powerful because he doesn't have the power to change anything. And if he's all powerful and he saw what happened during slavery, then he's not all good because he let it happen.
Jesus, that's I and honestly, I can't argue with that point. And it's funny that you say that because this was at one point where I was like questioning my faith with like my mother, and I asked something similar because I think at this point we were literally just learning about like slavery and or it may have been Jim Crow. I don't know. I was
Yeah.
like, if there is, if there is a God, then why did this happen? And then she basically gave me the explanation of God gives us free will. So like when you gave me like Neil deGrasse Tyson's explanation, it makes sense. Like I really do understand. But there is something that I want to ask you.
Go-
So my parents, they were very understanding when I would question things, right? I would always question everything. Since your dad was literally a deacon in the church, how
Mhm.
would he feel when you were like very inquisitive and you were pushing back on certain things?
Oh, my dad would answer.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh yeah, my dad is a guide. My dad is a very good guide. He was really big on. He's still big on that. Like we can have conversations. We didn't agree, of course, on a lot of things, but we
Yeah.
could have. I could have conversation with him where I used to be like, "Yo, what's up with that? That don't make no sense." I remember one day I was in the Air Force Cadets, right, which is the equivalent to junior ROTC.
Okay, okay. I was about to say, wait a minute. Okay, got you. That makes sense.
Okay, junior ROTC, and
Mhm.
um and that's where I learned how to play the bagpipes. As a matter of fact,
You know how to play the bagpipes.
wait a minute.
That is so fucking random.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Shut the fuck up. I feel like we randomly find out just like you could do these random like things all the time.
Yeah, I got my. That's my. Did you see me?
Yeah,
Let me put the camera back on. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I can play the bagpipes.
Yeah. 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 I'm rested, so. Hmm.
You know what?
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good. I was about to say this goes back to that conversation you had with Abba today. Pause.
Which one? Okay. Cool. What conversation?
I am so confused. I like this man really know how to play the bagpipes.
You got fucking play, nigga. What the fuck?
That's fucking crazy. So, okay, so
Oh, hey, let me fix it. Go ahead. Keep on going.
yeah, so what was it called? The cadets? What were they
Cadets,
called
yeah.
again? Okay, so were you required to play the bagpipes?
No, I started a program there because I was obsessed with pipers and bagpipers. Oh man, it's been a while.
I've never seen bagpipes played ever in my life. I am so fascinated, chat.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So yeah.
That's crazy. Like, hey man, I I could have sworn like a soldier was falling at and dead at a funeral or something. I That's what it
Hey,
reminded me of.
at least you got your clip. You got your clip on the internet.
No, 1000%. We are clipping the fuck out of that. Did y'all know this nigga could play the bagpipes? The fuck?
But
Oh my god, that's
it's on
crazy.
top of that, my bagpipe is not tuned. Is not. I gotta work on it. It's my fingering. Pause. Like
Pause.
it's off. It's been such a long time, but I've been busy and stuff like that. Anyways, all that to say, that's just the intro of my story. So when I was in
Crazy.
Air Force Cadet, I started going out with my girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was still going to church there, but it was a little bit harder because, because I had military march competitions, and the practices were on Sunday, right? So the thing
Okay.
that happened is that at some point my dad came and picked me up from my Friday. It was Friday nights, right? Where we had our meetings, the main meeting, and um, so I'm in the car. We're driving back home, and I'm like, "Yo, Dad, I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask you a question because, yeah, and don't beat around the bush. You need to tell me exactly what it is, how it is. I don't want you to like give it to me straight. Pause.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, he's like, okay, go ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to date this girl, right? He's like, yeah, cool. In the Bible, it says that we're not supposed to have sex before marriage. Okay. And yeah, I don't know what's going on because if I'm feeling the way I'm feeling in my body, oh shit's gonna be hard and I don't know what to do. Okay. And the second thing is if you're telling me that you didn't have sex before marriage, I'm not gonna believe you because we're related. I'm your son. If you feel what I feel and you felt what I felt, I swear to
Then
God,
you slinging dick.
you had your dick wet. I'm sorry. You didn't wait till you married mom before you smashed that. I'm sorry, bro. You got to tell me what the hell do I do? And we had the conversation, bro. And it was
Okay.
not like it was super insightful. It was my dad knows how to speak. He's really good orator. So we had the conversation, but I was straight up with him. He's like, he didn't go into the detail of him and his mom and my mom. He's like, yo,
Wow. Hey,
no,
like
when I
it, that I will say that's how I want to be with like my future children as well.
yeah,
Um just because you don't obviously you don't want to shame them.
no,
And I mean, these are things, especially when they're teenagers, this shit is probably gonna happen. Bro, and shout out to your dad because I feel like my mom, she didn't necessarily do a whole lot of talk. Well, that's a lot. Like she gave me the whole birds and the bees talk, but when I was like a teenager, we didn't like talk about. She would ask, she was like, "Are you doing anything?" And I'd be like, "No, not yet." And she was like, "Cool." And she would literally throw condoms at me. And she was like, "Don't
see,
bring."
that's not how it happened. My family, me, I came to see my dad, and I was very young. I think I was like
Mhm.
5 years old. My sister's 3 years and a half older than me. So
Okay.
the question that she had, I was like, yeah, what the fuck is up with that? That happens? Yeah, you better answer her because now I want to know that shit. So when I when I went to my parents, my dad and I went, yo, how do we make babies? My dad was like, oh, okay.
Ah.
He went to his room. Dude was prepared. He got back down. He had a book, illustrations. First, let me explain you the human body. So he explained that thing. There was women, men. He explained to me that I don't have the same body parts as my sister. And the reason why and what was gonna happen and stuff like that. So he was able to, and then we went into the sex part of things. So so when I had my first time, I was informed. And
Mhm.
being informed, people think that being informed is gonna make people have sex or whatever. No, being informed makes you understand what's going on. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? So that's what I had around me. My parents were like, okay, my dad was also a nurse. So body parts and whatever, it was not a problem. Let me just so even when my sister, she's 3 years older than me,
Mhm.
when my sister had her periods, I was aware, and we had the conversation in family. So I'm not weirded out by that. I understood what was going on. I was not there like, oh, let me see. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
Right.
saying is that I understood what was going on, and we had the conversation, and we were open about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That like I said, shout out to Papa Preach, shout out to Mama Watts,
Yeah.
because I think that needs to be way more normalized today, right?
Mm.
Because these kids are out here, hey man, these young boys and they
Well,
wild.
that's not entirely true. Um, the age of sexual the first time of people hasn't really moved in the past 25 years.
Well, keep
The median is 17. The problem that we have is with social media and everything.
Yes, I
We
was
think it's much more than this.
right, and I was also about to say this also comes from like anecdotal like experiences too, and just like talking to the younger generation and just like hearing things as
It's just
well.
that when they're wild, they're
Yeah,
wild.
wild. Yeah.
But back in my days and back in your mama days and in my parents' days, people was fucking in the butt. Like, let's not. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get you demonetized, bro. I'm just
I don't, and you know what? I don't think that would. Like, I feel like now there are some things that trigger it. Like, one word, COON. I can't say that shit.
no,
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 not at all. I
no.
found out real quick.
Yeah, no, no,
Uh,
no, no.
Like that word.
Were you talking about Stevie Knight? Anyways,
No.
um, moving on. I didn't. Moving on. You don't have to answer that. Don't answer that.
It's
Don't answer
it's
that.
all it's
Don't
all
answer that. Don't
it's
answer
not
that.
it's all
Don't
good.
answer that.
It's all good. Somebody asked a very good question in the
Go ahead.
chat,
Go
because
ahead.
I forgot that you also like you fought too, right? Didn't you train in like MMA as well?
Yes, I used to train at TriStar, which is where this is the biggest gym in one of the biggest, well, in a world renowned gym, but it's where George St. Pierre used to train and still train. As a matter of fact,
Oh wow.
I've seen him a couple of times there. No, I can't say that. But yeah, I've trained with, yeah, I've trained there. I've trained capoeira. That's where I learned my Portuguese.
Okay.
A capoeira são. Você não sabe o que pude fazer, um nego. I mean, so we
You
play
know Portuguese too.
a bit, a bit.
Okay.
It's rusted. I'm going back on my Spanish more to my on my yeah. I'm going back on my Spanish first. Some people are writing, "Oh, Preach knows GSP." Yes, I do actually. We used to go to the same college. He finished. I didn't. I just did 2 sessions there, and I fucked right off. But that's a different story. Yeah. So I trained there. There's also Ayman Zahabi that is fighting Sugar Sean on
Hmm.
the 15th of June at the White House. Ayman Zahabi is the guy from Montreal. He's actually the younger brother of Firaz Zahabi, that is the owner of TriStar, where all the greats are training. So yeah,
You lived a goddamn life, bro. Jesus.
that's why I say I'm old, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but to be fair though, like not everybody has lived like this type of like I feel like you are very like multi like faceted in a lot of different areas.
Yeah,
But that might be the ADD, like you said. Who knows?
it
Yeah,
is. It is. It
like,
is. It
who
is. Yeah,
knows?
it's 100% is. That's the good side of it.
Yeah,
I can have a conversation with a lot of people about different things. So yeah, I trained at TriStar, and recently I was training boxing, but I injured myself at the shoulder. I'm repairing that, and I'm going back on the boxing.
got you. Dope,
Yeah.
dope, dope. I'm not gonna lie. You low key like it fucked my head up when you say at the White House. Like Jesus Christ.
No, because there's a UFC at the White House. I
I
know.
I know
I,
I I know. It shouldn't be like that was a sentence like I
I
never thought I would hear ever before in my
what
life.
fucks you up is I said, yeah, he's fighting at the White House.
Yeah.
That sentence out of the context of UFC having an event at the White House is wild. But yeah, here we are.
Jesus, man. Um. all right. So we're gonna transition into I'm sure what a lot of people want to talk about. You're gonna talk about it very very briefly, but the current controversy that has been going on. Um, Question: were you aware of Libby before she reached out to you?
Nope.
You weren't at all. So you
No,
weren't aware of the situation, like
no, not the
whatsoever.
situation. I knew she had a girlfriend, but
Oh,
I knew
oh,
he had a girlfriend, but it was very. That's it. Oh, I got a girl. Cool. Congratulations. And that's pretty much it.
damn. Okay. So I saw that you guys posted a members only video, and it was entitled something like our friendship is on shaky ground or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know part of that is like clickbait, like I like
it
clickbait
is.
or
It's
whatever. Yeah, yeah, for sure. But I couldn't help but notice, and I could be wrong. It also could have been for the video. I'm not sure. Did you feel any type of like frustration with ABBA that he didn't give you the specifics or the details about the situation? And before you answer, because you guys talked about your relationship a lot and like your
Mhm.
friendship, but your friendship is actually like different from a normal friendship because you guys are also like business partners too.
Yeah.
So did you have any like sort of like angst or frustration at all? Like, nigga, why didn't you tell me this shit? Like, this could potentially like fuck up the bag. Like,
No,
hmm
no, no. It was not towards the fact that, oh, you didn't tell me. It was not so
yeah,
much that. I was like, I was not mad that he didn't tell me. Like, it's pretty fucked up situation, and I can understand the stress behind it. So no, I didn't. I was not like, oh man, you should have. Like, well, I'm not like, where am I? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
because of the fact that when people call us friends, I'm like, I wouldn't know how to call it. I got his back. I
hmm
got his back. Like, I will tell him when he fucks up. He will tell me when I fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't feel entitled to the details of his life. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. As a matter of fact, yeah, people are like he needs to wear a condom. That's funny that you said that because you people were
Oh,
probably were
Jesus Christ.
funny that you saying that because you're probably you guys you guys were probably not in the live today, so it's okay. But I'm the one that is in charge.
Oh my god.
What? Hey, don't.
No, 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 I already know what you about to show.
Oh yeah. Oh, can I show it here? Oh, wait a minute. I can
Oh
show
yeah,
it here.
you can show
No,
it here.
wait a
You can
minute. I
share
could
it.
just let me just I could share the thing. And I think I agree with y'all. But what I'm gonna do, as a matter of fact, is yeah, I'm the one that's in charge of the merch, and I am. Does it work? Yeah, I put it right there, bro. You can put it on screen. Uh, should I? Yeah, there you go. Boom. Yes, people. Yes, my people. We are gonna sell that. We are gonna sell that. It's called "You're Killing It, Baby" by ABBA and Preach. Protect the
Yo.
movement. Protect the moment. Enjoy the movement because you need to learn from that story. All right. Of course. So it's gonna come in two wonderful flavors. Right. It's gonna come into the
Fevers is
flavor
wild.
of "You're Killing It, Baby," and also let me put it back on here. Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, back to the
Yo.
track.
You're
Uh,
you're killing it. Dot baby.
and
It's
also, what we
crazy.
are gonna also sell, we are gonna sell the because sometimes it be like that. Oh, did it work? Oh, there it
Yeah.
is. There it is. Voila. Hey, we are right
Wrap
here,
it up.
people. Yes. Also, wrap it up, son, because you need to wrap it up. Protect the movement. Protect the moment so you can enjoy the movement. It's going to be soon available on ABBA and Preach. So, yes, guys, you're right. And I'm known to use every situation. And just, sometimes people were calling us, they were calling us Apple and Peach. I made shirts with that. What's his name? Ethan Klein said
Uh-huh.
that we were Gophers when we made T-shirts. That was Team Gopher. So there you go. We're gonna sell condoms now, and
Well,
let
you
it be let it be something for y'all to understand about that story. All right, wrap it up, people. There you go. All right,
you
at least we
know
know.
it. Look, okay, first of all, I don't know how much of it is a joke because you guys, like you said, you guys have taken lemonade, have taken lemons and made lemonade plenty of times. Like, is this actually? So this is legit. You gonna try to sell this shit for real, guys? I think Preach is dead ass. I think he dead ass.
I guess we'll see, and we'll see.
Oh my gosh, but no, that shit was fucking hilarious. I saw it earlier. I was weak. I was weak because I mean, look, I told Alba myself. I was like, bro, you gotta wear them, man. You gotta wear them. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah, we
that's his
heard you when you
choice.
say that. But he fucked up. Like he says
Yeah,
it himself. Like it's like people are like, he just he's saying that himself. So like, what am I gonna say to a guy that he said it? So it's fine. You know what I mean? That's so yeah.
yeah.
He's he
I
said
just
he's holding the L. That so what are you gonna do? You're a guy that
that,
holds the L and says, "Yep, that was me. I did that. I understand what parts that I had into this story." He
yeah.
he uh, he fessed up to that. What else do you want? You know what I mean?
I
But
agree because I mean, what else do you want? What else do you want him to say at this point? Like, I understand people want to call him a hypocrite. I mean, if you want to do that, sure, but
no, people are entitled to call whatever they
yeah,
want the way they want. It's fine. It's okay about that. Like I don't have to be okay or not okay. What am I? I'm not the judge of anything. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But what else? What else do you want? You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
I'm just gonna see this. I'm gonna make a good joke out of it. All right, we got out of that. You dodged one. Let's keep it pushing. We're gonna make shirts, stickers, and condoms.
Shirt stickers, condoms. Oh man. So Azria is in the chat. That was one of my mods. That wasn't me. She's talking about some this is not a good look. It looks like trying to, what did she say? Spinning a narrative for ABBA. I didn't, as you can see, I'm literally talking to Preach. That wasn't me. It's one of my mods. Mods, let her talk.
Amaz, what? What did I don't understand what happened.
I guess one of my mods blocked what she said. I didn't know what she was saying because like obviously I was having the conversation with you. But mods, if I mean if
Having a
she's not saying,
conversation with me.
you said what? No, I was having a conversation with you. I was saying
Oh,
I
okay.
I didn't see what she said because I was having a conversation with you. So mods, I mean, unless she say something disrespectful, like nah, don't block her. She's fine. She can say whatever she wants to say. Um, but anyway, so going back to like your friendship with ABBA, I know a lot of people get mad at you because you're like, or mad at both of you guys because before I know things are kind of different now because a lot of time has passed, and I'm sure to an extent you do consider him a friend, but I remember you saying in the video it's different from your other friend group. So how do you feel today? Like do you still treat Abba as a friend? Do you look at him as a friend, or do you is he still more so of like a close acquaintance slash coworker?
Yeah, it's a close up. I don't know what to call it. If we got to put a label on, I wouldn't know what to call it. I mean,
Hmm.
there was levels to whatever we did. You know what I mean? That's true that whenever we got stuck in Haiti, and that was crazy. At that point, I know. Well, you even talked to me about that. It's like, yo, we were stuck in Haiti. It was crazy. The country was kind of upside down, right?
Hmm.
The blockades everywhere. He understood at that point that he could rely on me in fucked up situations. So that was one step
Mm.
that we. Then back in 2019, we organized a show for Just for Laugh. They wanted us to do something, so we had to organize a show outside. There was 20. Because again, I remind you that the both of us were making jokes, right? We're comedians,
Right.
so there was 28,000 people. So just organizing that and putting our heads together to bring 28,000 people outside for a comedy show. That's actually the first time that I saw
God
Andrew
damn.
Schultz, because that's when we invited him on our show. That's where it started.
Really?
Yeah, it's 2019. Well, 2019, we brought Andrew Schultz and other comedians from around our way, and then that's where our relationship grew, and unfortunately ended later on. But that's where it started. So there's different ways in life that he saw that. Oh no, I can trust this guy with a lot. So yeah, he's a coworker and he's someone I can trust and rely on for a lot of
Yeah.
things. Friends, I don't know, man. Maybe it's the yeah. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know, maybe we are friends, and maybe I'm like psycho rigid on my definition of what a friend is, and it's a relationship like no other. That's what I can say. I can say that it's a relationship like no other. So it's hard for me to define like what is it and what are we and if we're friends, and because I've never had a relationship like that. I've never had a relationship where we are friends like that, and especially another step that happened, COVID. You have to understand that in Quebec, in the province that we are, they were the most rigid with the rules. Like, do you
Real.
understand? Do you understand that 2 years and a half, 2 years in a row in Quebec? Lower my volume because I'm about to scream. 2 years and a half, 2 years. I'm sorry, 2 years in a row in
Mhm.
Quebec during COVID. They canceled Christmas.
Shut. How do you cancel Christmas? What did they
They
do to cancel
canceled.
Christmas?
They canceled Christmas. Like, we're not allowed to go see our people. Like, you don't even
Oh,
understand
snap.
how bad it was here. We had a curfew from October to April, May. We had curfews.
Damn.
You
Yeah,
understand
that
what the
that
fuck
was
I just
yeah,
said?
yeah, I got you. That's I mean, that was worse than what it
Two
was
years
here in
in
the
a
US.
row, they
That's
canceled
crazy.
Christmas.
Do you know what would happen in America if they tried to fucking cancel Christmas?
Yeah, the thing that I wish that happened in Quebec. Uh, it
That's
was,
crazy.
it was crazy, my guy. So just going through that process, checking in on your people, checking in on him, because he's the motherfucker that I used to see the most at that time,
Yeah.
right? Like, everything was closed.
Damn,
Restaurants,
that had to be
restaurant.
depressing, man.
It's depressing. It fucked up the whole economy, bruh.
That too.
Restaurants closed, cinema closed. We only had essential stuff that was open. And they saying not just Quebec. Yes, but Quebec was the crazy, the most in the world. It was crazy. It
I
was the
don't know.
worst.
That sounds way more strict than what it was like here because I mean, don't get me wrong, like we had like suggestions, like I forgot how many feet we were supposed to stay apart from each other. Like we never technically got a curfew or anything like that. And our economy took a hit. Well, never mind. That's because of goddamn Joe Biden. Yeehaw! Bing. But
God.
I swear it was not that. That's terrible. So ABBA was one of the main people that you were seeing
Yes,
around
we were
these two
working every
years.
day. We
Mhm.
decided to release one video. The reason why during COVID you had one video a day, we just like listen. I was on stage usually. I was on tour with one of my
Yeah.
buddy Mike Ward. We were on tour. They shut down the tours. They shut down the shows. They shut down every fucking thing. So the only thing I could do was go do some videos.
Yeah.
So, and checking on our mental health, where we were at and everything and stuff, seeing my comedian friends losing their job.
Damn.
Some of them started to do construction work. I saw one of them started to see one person in your chat, Natasha Roberge. Le
Hmm.
go was our prime, the prime of Quebec was getting fucking crazy. She's from where I'm from. That person.
Yeah.
She's from the Maritime, but she's from where I'm from, and you locked off. My God, it was crazy.
Damn.
That's the
I,
reason why we forked out a bunch of videos. It was like, hey, that's the only thing we have to do. Let's go. So
and
all
it's
of
funny.
that. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was about to say no. It's funny because I remember that like watching you guys. It literally became like a habit for a lot of
Mhm.
people. I don't know if you know that, but like every day, like you would go through your routine and you would watch like one of y'all videos like throughout the day. So I
Yep.
remember y'all were putting out videos consistently, and if I remember, I think Elden Ring came out, and I would literally play Elden Ring and watch all at the same time.
Yep.
Like, but
And Peep
uh huh,
Game, when ABBA went to when ABBA oh my God, when ABBA went on Fresh and Fit, when I was remote in
yeah,
2021, Um, we to get out of the country and to go back in, like he left. And when he went to Fresh and Fit, he's like, "Yeah, you don't need to come here because I was supposed to go and be there live, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "You don't need to go because in order to go, we needed to get vaccinated and had a proof of a vaccine and a proof that we didn't have COVID in order to embark on the plane.
Pain in the
And
ass.
coming back, we had to quarantine for 10 days. It was
Jesus.
bad, bro. It was bad. So while I was talking, when I was my camera was there and I was talking with the guys when I was remote,
Mm-hmm.
the the curfew was almost there and no
Okay.
cars out. It was crazy times. I swear to God, it was bad.
God damn. Yeah, that for 2 years, it's absolutely insane, man. But see, here's the thing though. That's exactly why I say I know you say it's a little like y'all relationship, like you don't necessarily know what to call it, but in a sense, it pretty much is like a friendship. It's just a different type of friendship that you
Yeah, we
have
could
with
say
like
that. We could say
yeah,
that.
with your other friends. Because if you weren't a friend, when Alba was going live and he was like first like explaining everything, you wouldn't have gone to that motherfucker. Like you wouldn't have rushed. You were out of breath when you got to the studio.
Yeah, because I
Where
ran up the stairs.
yeah. But that's my point. You wouldn't do that for somebody that you wouldn't necessarily view as a friend, but also to be a little charitable to you. I feel like when you say it at times, you are being a little bit facetious. Like, am I wrong in saying that?
What do you mean?
Like sometimes when you like even in the video that I mentioned, like I feel like you were just being a little bit like sarcastic, just like poke fun at him.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
again, though, the first time we spoke about that shit,
Hmm.
yo, we just said that. Like, we said a video that we're not friends. And I was like, yeah, we're not friends. We're coworkers.
Yeah.
Bro, people got so upset. We
You
were
motherfuckers are friends. God damn it.
in the DMs, my guy. Not even like in the comment DMs. It's not true. You're friends. You're friends. Like it felt like people were like we were a couple talking to the kids, telling them that we were breaking up, like getting a divorce. It's not true. It's not like it was
But
crazy. People flip.
But you
You know
know,
what I
but you
mean?
know why though, right? Because like you said, you guys were putting out so much content and people
Yeah.
were invested into like your personalities, into your chemistry, into your banter. So in everybody's eyes, you guys were tight. Like y'all were locked in. For all like as the audience knew, y'all were friends for like 10 years before you started making the channel for all they knew, but that's how they saw it.
That's how they saw it. We never said nothing about that. But yeah, that's definitely how they saw it. But the
That's
way
crazy.
the way they got mad, not even like, oh, that's weird that you say that. They got mad. People got
Yeah.
pissed. So I was like, oh shit, we just made a second video about that. They were not, people were not having it. They were not taking it. They were like, fuck y'all. Y'all foul for that shit. Y'all betrayed us. I was like,
Betrayed.
what?
Yo,
What?
betrayed is crazy.
I was like,
Oh my
what are
god.
you talking about, my guy? All
These
right,
people
man,
are extremely
relax. You know what I mean?
it lets you know how like parasocial like this shit can get. Because I mean, even like we talked a little bit before we went live and we
Right.
talked about, what we talked about, but there were people telling me, "God, I trusted you." I'm like, "My nigga, I don't know you. I
Yeah,
genuinely don't know
yeah,
you."
yeah. People build relationship with which you that's the weird thing about social media is that they build relationship with you that you're like, man, I don't know you. It's like even
Yeah.
people they're coming up to me sometimes they recognize me and they're like, hey, what's they're like, you realize that I do not know you.
Yeah. But
And
yeah,
and you don't know me either. You have the
right.
impression like it's it's a sensation that you have that you feel like you know, but you don't know me. You don't know. I say stuff. I don't say a lot. I don't. There's much more that I don't say about me in my life that I do choose to say
Sure.
a lot, right? But there's a lot of shit that I don't talk about. There's a lot of things that people around me don't want to be. They do not want to have anything to do with it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
My girl doesn't want to. They doesn't want to do nothing to do with that life.
N-
Sometimes we visit the states. When we went to visit the states, and my girl was we walked and something like, "Oh my God, you're preached." The minute she hears that, she leaves. She
Damn.
leaves.
I mean, I can't really say that I blame her. But like, how do you navigate that? Because when people see you on the streets, they are going to expect for you to be the same person that they watch on the videos. So
But I
how
am
do
though. It's not an act.
you,
It's not an act. It's not. I'm not acting like preach.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying it's an act because when I make videos as well, it's not necessarily an act. I call it like a switch, right? Even though like you are displaying your personality on YouTube, that's not you all the time, you know?
Sure, it's not me all the time. Just like
Yeah.
anybody, not like that all the time. Not everybody. Like someone that's going to be working at. Thank you very much for calling Verizon. My name is Eric. May I have your name?
Right.
Not.
Right.
Yeah, it's still you, but that's you at work. You know,
Exactly.
so yeah, of course, you know, you're not always going to be like that. That's correct. But I mean, if they expect some things, I mean, there's nothing much I can do. If they're disappointed, what do you want me to do? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, shout out à tous les Québécois qui sont dans le chat, qui nous écoutent présentement. Merci beaucoup d'être là. C'est le fun que vous soyez là. Je vois, sometimes I just gotta speak to my people 2 seconds. Je vois Stevie Marquis, je vois Annick Toucan-Chéry, Natacha Robert. Merci beaucoup les chums. C'est le fun que vous soyez là. I was just speaking to my Quebec people.
Oh, I knew everything you said, bro. I knew everything. That's crazy. You was talking about my mama like that, bro. That's wild.
That's funny. That's
Oh
funny.
man. All right.
Uh,
So speaking of your lady, just like so, my wife, she also doesn't necessarily want to be involved in this life either. The most that she'll do, like she's been on like a member video with me before, and she's gonna come on another member video to like talk about like our vacation and shit like that. That's the most that she'll do. Um, but how does your wife and your family feel about like your level of success and fame?
what do you mean? Say that again. Run that by me again.
I said, how do they feel about like your level of success and fame?
Some family members are amazed. A few, very few, like some are jealous, I believe. Uh,
Really?
yeah, there's tension. There's definitely tension. It happened. It happens in the best families, but it's like I don't chill with those people, so I don't really care about that. Most people are. Most people don't understand. Most people in Quebec don't understand the fame that I have outside of Quebec. Like the people in the chat, they get it, right?
Yeah.
But there's some people in Quebec that don't understand. Like YouTubers and influencers in Quebec, it's a thing, but it's not as respected as in the States. They don't understand
Mm.
that phenomenon. They don't understand. Like you have to understand. Like whenever we came out of the pandemic, I was lying about the money that I was making. I was 100 because
Oh,
I
where,
some of my
like, uh-huh.
some of my colleagues were lost their jobs. So I'm not gonna rub it in the face. Yeah, I'm doing
I'm
bank.
yeah, like, hey, I'm doing
Like,
well. I don't know about you,
yeah,
but my black
yeah.
ass. Yeah.
Man, the thing that happened is that yeah, so I was lying, but also they don't know how it works. They don't know how this thing works or how you get money or if it's even possible to make money. You know, what I mean, they do not understand that. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it's how do they feel about that? I don't think it's really two separate things. The people from Quebec, most of the times, they don't, then they're not aware, or if they are aware, they're like, yeah, yeah, this little thing that you have on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, sure, this little thing that I have on YouTube. And the people on YouTube don't know that I have a
That's
whole. They
crazy.
don't know that I have a whole IMDb, and I'm also an actor, and I have a cooking show, and I have. They don't know that, so it's two different things, right?
Huh. So okay, so it's two separate sides of the wow, That's weird though. Yeah, because I mean,
Well, you have to
I'll be,
understand that the fact that we speak French.
yeah,
Yeah, and we have like in Canada, Quebec is the only place that really have like a star system that is very established. There is local stars everywhere in Canada, but Quebec is the one that we have a strong ass star system. And I could say that in that strong ass star system, I am in the bottom, the lower levels. I'm still there, but lower levels.
mm,
Uh, and also you have to understand that like if I tell you I have an IMDb and I've been acting in certain things and I have this and that, all that content is French. And to
true.
most Americans and people in the world, it's gonna be Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's gonna be it's gonna be whatever. So they're not gonna see it ever.
You're
And the
not
people in
wrong.
Quebec, and the people in Quebec, well, some of them don't speak English, and the ones that are speaking English, a lot of people are following me, but
Mhm.
most of them, the ones that consume the French things, they consume the French things, so they're not even exposed to whatever I do in English. And on
Yeah.
top of that, some people talk about it and everything, but even in the questions of words that we have here, all my thing that I have in Quebec, all the things that I do in English are not going to be there. It's not going to be.
Like perceived
No,
at
it's not. This it
yeah.
doesn't count. It's English, right? Because there's also a thing with the language in uh there's a thing about the language where we were surrounded by English, and with the history of Quebec, Quebec, the Quebecers, the French, they were colonized by the English from the UK. So there's
Mhm.
a thing about protecting the language and being strong. So they kind of push everything that is English. They push away everything that's English, and they kind of keep that French core. So that's why it's okay. I just live with the duality of it, and I just navigate. When I do English stuff, I do English stuff. When I do French stuff, I do French stuff, and I'm proud of both. You know what I mean? Both can
Yeah.
coexist.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, like I said before, I didn't even know that you did all of this until you said it on your stream, and I was like, oh damn. So like, preach be working.
I'll be working. I'll be working. For example, this summer I'm doing theater. The whole summer I have a big theater
Oh
with
yeah, tell us more about that. You mentioned that on
it's
stream.
just again it's a guy that's been doing comedy. That's called Francois Pérus. He's been doing comedy for years, but in forms of CDs and tapes, right? So it's very
Hmm.
audio, and now he's bringing that thing in French in
Hmm.
theater in a theater setting. So yeah, he has a huge following here in Quebec. So I'm gonna be working on that. I have practices. I have a practice tomorrow. I have practice all the weeks. So yeah, I'm working. I do my stream. I do my work tomorrow morning. I have to do voice acting. So I'm doing. I'm reading.
That's
Um,
crazy.
I'm reading advertisements, so I have to do a voice for that. And then after that, it's what I got. My days are never the same. My days are never the same. So yeah, I
Somebody,
voice acting.
somebody in the
Go ahead.
chat said he outside touching grass.
I'm
Yeah.
outside. So during the day, in the morning, I have the voice. Then after I have the voice acting thing. Then after that,
Mhm.
I have this person that is big in Quebec. I have this thing for TV that I have to do with him.
Mhm.
And then after that, from 6 to 9, I have a practice for theater. Then, yes, Saturday I have a mental health thing that I have to go see that I'm supporting. Then Monday I have the stream. I have another theater practice. Yeah, the whole
So
week.
so when do you, because I know you also have hobbies, right? Like
Yes,
I remember there was one stream you were talking about like Pokemon cards, right? Like
yes.
where first of all, I want to know more about that. But like when do you find time to like, make like to put your hobbies like into play? Because I
I
know
don't.
like you like cars, like you like a lot of different stuff.
I don't sleep.
Yep, yep. That's the
No,
answer.
I sleep. It's just the thing that happened is that I have like Preach is obviously. what I represent, but it's also a brand. So, and when you deal with a brand, I have people around me, right?
Hmm.
So my manager, she takes care of everything that is my agenda. I'm not the one that puts the stuff. So I couldn't tell you what I had tomorrow because I'm not the one that put them in there. I'm
Got
not
you.
the one that manage that. And I'm not the one that manages contract. I'm not the one that does that. So I'm able to during the day, I'm able to be me. And whenever I have an event, I'm able to go fuck shit up and get the fuck out. Right. When I have
Yeah.
comedy, I go. What I have to be there. I have to do a set. How long? 30 minutes. I'm headlining. All right, cool. I go there. I fuck shit up. Get the fuck out. Then there's a payment in my account. That's what happened. I repeat, I rinse and repeat, and do that, and try to get better and everything. So when I have a good team, I have a good team around me, good people around me, and I have people that are understandable in my life that are understanding about my situation with because it's not necessarily the easiest thing when you're friends with someone that does so much or that is in the public eye, right? I
Yeah.
can never go like whenever I'm in a restaurant with one of my girls, one of my
Hmm.
friends, um, people are gonna recognize me. People might say some shit. People might talk. You know what I mean? If I go in a restaurant with my wife, like and people might interrupt us and want to take pictures. It might be that. So if you have people that are understanding around you, it helps a lot. But it's not the thing that is the most easy, right? And
Yeah.
you have to be able to say no sometimes, like understand that it's too much. For example, or and you have to be able to disconnect. So when I take some time to eat with my people, like my family, my wife, or my people around me, the phone is. I try to most of the time to put the phone away, put my watch away, right? Because it's an iWatch. I get notifications on there,
Hmm.
but I don't want to be talking to you and looking at my watch. They perceive it as, oh no, he has no time or he's not connected, he's not there. So when you take the time, you have to take the time. So
True.
yeah.
So would you do you have like seasons where you're more busier than others? Like when do you have like that time where you just like wind down a little bit?
January.
January. Damn, nigga,
January
you
and
named a month.
yeah,
God,
January and end of December because nobody is doing anything. But yeah, January is the most. Yeah,
God, okay. So just January. Damn,
most.
that's 1 month.
Yeah,
Again, that's that problem. Again, that's the ADD boy. Got you working.
but I know it's slower. Everybody's coming back from the holidays and stuff like that. So January
True.
is probably the point where I can take vacation or I can it's slow a bit. But then after that, I'm on different projects. I'm on different projects. I'm either like yeah, do my thing. You know what I mean? I have to create, so I'm doing that.
That's a
Yeah,
that's a blessing, man. Because I know a lot of people that would love to be in your position. So that's actually fire.
but I
But
can't complain.
oh yeah, man. No, absolutely not. Hell, I'm not even in your position. I feel like I can't complain about my life either. Like I have a lot to be thankful for. Like dead ass. For one, I'm breathing. Let's start
That's
there.
what's
Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah, but yo, please tell me because I'm curious about this. I was shocked about your fascination with Pokemon cards because if I'm not if I'm not mistaken, you aren't really big into like anime. Like not as much as like ABBA or anything like that. So I was a little shocked to see like your fast. I thought it was dope because I don't even collect Pokemon cards. So how did you get into that?
I got into that because I got invited to a podcast.
Mhm.
I got invited to someone that was creating content that has a card store, and he's like, "Oh,
Oh,
do you want content with me?" Because I went to a podcast that he was sponsoring, and he's like, "Yo, pass by my store." And I'm like, "I passed by the store," and I said, "Yeah, what's up?" Like, "What you gonna do content? We're gonna open a couple of stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." Is there some stuff that I can give to you? Like, I know that last time that you were on the podcast, that podcast you opened some UFC cards, some MMA cards that I have right
hmm.
here, and some sports cards like that's golf, right? So,
Tough.
oh yeah, these are the ones that I opened when I was Manon Fiorot. That's a good one, right? Manon. So I opened these cards, and he's like, "But I'm out of UFC cards, so I don't know what do you want to open." And I'm like, someone spoke to me about Pokemon. What the fuck? What Is
Right.
that big? Is that and I said, is that big? He's like, oh boy, bro. He's like, brother, you do not understand. And I was like, okay, well, I want to understand. Fill me in. And he told me a bunch of stuff. And I said, cool. What if I wanted to buy something that's gonna make some money in a couple of months? Like buy that set. And I bought a set. I bought a set because you showed me an app that I have that's called Collector, where you enter all
Okay.
your possession. Oh shit! This is the first time I opened the app in 2 months, and I made $4,000. All right, cool. So it's a box set that I got, and I showed it on stream once. Right when I bought the box set, it was what? Oh, I can actually tell you how much it was worth.
Yeah, man. But
Oh no, I
Pokemon,
can't.
bro, like people,
Yes.
they
So when
literally
I
camp
bought it,
out.
exactly. When I bought it, it was about $400. Now, what's
Damn.
this box of the Celebration Ultra Premium? Now it's right now. I don't know if you see that. Oh no, you
It's a,
can't see it.
it's a little blurry, but I see that red line
So,
going up.
bro, but that it's at 1,700. But I bought it at
Damn.
400. So yes,
Wow.
yes. So I was like, oh word. Okay, there's some shit with it. So then I got into it, and then I was like, I was trying to collect. I bought a bunch of boxes from different sets, and I was like, oh, let me open this and trying to create a set. And then you just collect cards and trying to build a whole set, and it's fun. So I got into that. My sister was the one that was watching Pokemon's back then when we was younger. So I was like, yo, you want to collect cards with me? The only thing that you have to do, I'm gonna buy you. I bought her everything, right? I bought the file and everything, the papers that you put your
Yeah.
cards in. And then I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, sure, let's go. And then we started, yeah, sealed products. I We started collecting. We started like unpacking and just created a full set. Boom! My manager comes in one night. Me and my sister are doing that, and she's like, "What's that?" That's Pokemon cards. Oh yeah, my nephew will collect those. And I'm like, "Do you want to collect some too?" Sit down, my girl. And so it's the three of us unwrapping cards and having full sets, and the rest is history. So it's just fun. It's just a fun time to have with your family, and then and then her. We had extra cards, so we built a set to one of his nephew. He was crazy out of his mind when he got that set. So it started
Damn.
with something that was like, oh, that can make money with this, and then it's just like, no, it's actually fun. I get all the nerdies that are doing that. I gotta pick up some stuff, some Magic cards as well. I never played Magic, to be honest with you, but the aesthetics of the cards, the
They look
graphics, everything,
nice. They look nice.
they
I
look
saw
nice,
they
and now
yeah.
they have a set that they just call it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I used to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, so it's
Nigga, who
magic
didn't?
cards, it's magic cards, but every character is about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'm buying that.
That
Fuck
that's
shit.
tough. I also saw, I don't know if you know anything about like Final Fantasy. I think they also had like a Final Fantasy collab
They
too.
did.
Those,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got two box sets that I bought from Final
Jesus.
Fantasy that was last year. Yeah, yeah, hundred
Yeah,
percent.
this thing is like collecting cards goes deep, and if it wasn't so expensive, I would do it way more because I
Because
know that is an expensive hobby.
Because when I was a kid, I wanted to collect cards, and I did. I had a couple of cards here, a couple of cards there, but my parents wasn't going to spend no money on carton like
Yeah, of course not.
cardboard cards. Like, no, I'm not. So when you're a kid and you want to finish the set, it's stuff because it requires money. Now I'm an adult, and they say adult. What that means is I'm a kid with money that has a legal age. So now I can actually buy sets to
Yep.
complete a set.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's and I can relate because that's also one of the reasons. So I have a lot of shoes. Like I have a lot of Jordans. I have Dunks. I have a shit ton. Um, in the closet, they're like stacked up. So a lot of those shoes that I could not buy when I was a kid, adult money. So I got you. I got you. But
I
no,
my
I
my
think
mom
that's yeah.
my mama could never like would never buy me Jordans. I bought
Hmm.
so I never had Jordans when I was growing up. The only shoes that I had was the ones that my cousins in the States had and used. They were already worn. My Patrick Ewings. If sometimes you see me with Patrick
Ooh,
Ewings, it's because my
Patrick Ewing's
cousins
fire.
gave me some Patrick Ewings, and I just love those shoes because for once in my life I look fresh at school because I had the Patrick
Yeah.
Ewings and nobody, and it was
Yeah.
for my cousin Ewings. Right now I'm an adult. I went to Patrick Ewing shoe store, order me some bad boys in a couple of different colors. I couldn't
I
when I was a
don't
kid.
blame you, man. Yeah, I don't blame you. And it's funny because I'm not saying I didn't have Jordans when I was a kid because like I did. Like I don't know how my parents made it work, but they made it work. It was just like specific. I couldn't obviously have all of them. So the
Yeah,
ones that I
but
just
it
could never get. Yeah.
but it was easier in the States to have Jordan than here. Like
Oh,
now shit is
really?
available. Now
Yeah.
shit is available here. But back then when I was a kid, mm-mm, mm-mm.
I
We
I didn't
were
know.
a year or 2 years later than you guys.
Okay.
Oftentimes. Oftentimes.
Hmm. That's
Even
crazy.
music, when I used to go visit my cousins in Queens in the summer, and I used to listen to music, I swear to God, next, like we were in the summer in July, the next March or May, that's where I heard the music that I heard in Queens in Montreal.
Really? So things got to you later. I didn't think that would necessarily be the case.
100%.
Shit.
And the clothes, everybody, every Haitians, every Haitians, we all have family. Boston, I was about to say Boston, like a
Boy.
good Haitian. In Boston, in New York, in Philly, we had cousins. So we in the summer we used to go down to see our cousins. They used to give us all the hand me downs, and then we look fresh when we go back in September in school, right? Or we used to go shop because the shop that you had,
Hmm.
yo, the Dr. J's, we didn't have none of that shit. We didn't have none of that shit. The Dr. J's, the going to shop on fucking Jamaica Ave. We didn't have that. We didn't have that, but our cousins did. So when we did, it was fresh. We
Oh.
were fresh. So shopping, yeah, someone just wrote that. Shopping in the States in the 90s was crazy. It was. Especially when you're a Canadian kid. Because the
And,
only thing that you needed to pass the border at that time, pre 9/11, was your health
mm,
card.
and you know what? I bet there was no better feeling than going back to school. You just in a fresh ass fit. They'd be like, "Yo, how you get those?"
When
Ah,
you
I
were
got these.
when you was an ugly kid like I was, when you was unpopular like I was, that was just redemption. Oh, even if they were worn, even my Patrick Ewins were worn. They were worn by my cousins. He already worn them. Doesn't matter. They were fresher than anything that people had. Birth certificate,
Ah,
absolutely. Yep. That was the life. In the 90s, when you had family in the States, as a Canadian kid, we don't in Montreal, we don't even have to this day, we don't even have a hip hop station. Okay.
really?
We use the way I used to get my hip hop was you go down to the States to your cousins in the States, you go
Hmm.
there, you go and while you go shopping with your mom or you go see your other family members that you have to see, you pop in a VHS that you brought up from your house,
Yeah,
and you would Rhapsody, all of them shit, like the hip hop channels that you had on TV. We
I
used to
remember
record
Rhapsody.
that.
Yeah,
Needed to put your VHS on SLP so that the VHS would tape 6 hours. So you had 6 hours of videos, of hip hop. You'd break that thing when it was done. You'd bring it, you take it out, pop the little thing so that nobody could record on top of it.
yep.
Bring it back. My cousins used to do that all the time, and then we used to just rewatch the VCRs, rewatch the. That's what we used to do. Sometimes we painting the whole thing golden just to make sure, like that's our tape.
That yeah, to
Don't
make sure
go
it's
and
distinct.
don't record Dynasty or whatever the Dynasty. What was it? Uh, the Young and the Restless. Don't record the Young and the Restless on that shit. It's
The
my
Young and the
tape.
Restless too.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
No, we don't. Here they played in French, Young and the Restless, right?
Okay.
Uh, but they used to record on VHS tapes. We didn't. Not this one because you pop the label and you can record on it after that. It was the shit. Having family in the States, that's what Dynasty and Young and the Restless. Yes.
Hmm.
Or Dallas. That's what they would record our shit on. Mm-hmm. But that's how we used to get the videos from the States, or the swag from the States, or the dance move from the States. That we used to bring it up there.
Got
And there
you.
was
So
a
that.
whole Go ahead.
I was about to say. So that's how you were exposed to a lot of hip hop then.
Yeah, 100%. That was pre-internet.
Shit. That's
All this shit
crazy.
was non-existent. None of this shit was non-existent. We're talking about 90s, guys.
Hmm.
So we had radio. Community radio was playing dancehall in Montreal. It was a radio station called CKUT 90.3. That's where I got all my Jamaican stuff, right? All the Beanie Man and everything and stuff. But for the hip hop, you had to
Love Beanie
travel.
Man.
You had to have cousins that used to travel and bring those tapes in. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's
All
how I
right.
learned.
Oh, okay, I gotta ask now, and partly my wife also wanted me to ask you this question, right? This is
Ed.
partly. So I want you. So what is your like favorite like genre of music? And one of my wife's favorite artists, or her favorite artist, is The Weeknd, and she wanted to know if you were a Weeknd fan or if you listen to his music at all.
I like the Weeknd. Weeknd does a good music, and actually, I saw him on a show last year outside Parc Jean Drapeau. Yo, dude is talented, and
Dog.
what I
Hmm.
hate about music and the new musicians is when they sing over their own track. That's his voice. His
Yeah.
voice is powerful.
You know, I'm not gonna lie because when she first like she used to be obsessed with the fucking Weekend. I mean, it's still her favorite artist. But I always used to like I used to like make fun of him a little bit because I'll be like, when he's singing, why does he sound cold? Like it sounds like he's shivering all the time. Preach! I heard this man live. I heard this man live. I shut me the fuck up. I said, damn. Like, and he can
I'm gonna
put on a goddamn show.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. It's probably gonna be controversial.
Hmm.
I'd rather go see the Weeknd, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga than any hip hop show.
That's I'm I'm with you. Mine is Taylor Swift, but I'm with you. I understand. Like I
I
get
know
you.
at least Taylor Swift is gonna give a show.
Yeah, because you also have to think about it. Most hip hop artists, I feel like a lot of them don't really put on a show. There's been a few hip hop artists that I have seen that put on shows. Kendrick Lamar put on a fucking show.
Yup.
That
Yup.
shit
Kendrick's gonna
was
put a show.
intense.
Like people are gonna sing their lyrics.
Yeah,
Like say what
yeah,
you want about Drake. Say what you want about Drake. He actually sings his song. He's
yeah.
actually entertaining. Like
Mhm.
young artists, they're singing their own ad libs.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to like. And there's a. If I wanted to hear a track of your song while you dance and sing your ad libs on it, I would have popped in like any fucking YouTube video. Like now you just. Ugh, it's just so disappointing. It's not fun.
You not
Like
lying.
hip hop, R&B motherfuckers, they put on a show. Yo, we went to see Missy Elliott. The only hip hop motherfucker I really like, Missy is crazy in show, but one of the only motherfuckers that's entertaining as fuck in hip hop, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
Busta,
1000%. thousand
Busta,
percent. Yo,
that's a show
when you had the dreads, how many times would would you get the Busta Rhymes comparisons? How many times?
all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. And I think with the smile, I get it, but other than that,
Hmm.
that's it. You know, he had
Yeah.
dreads, I had dreads. That's it. This guy is like 6 foot 1,000. You know what I mean? I'm like
Right.
5'3". I'm like 5'3",
Dog.
500. No, I lie about that. That's not true. But yeah, hip hop is not. DMX gave a show, and I don't want to be that old geezer that's like it was better in my time. But goddamn, the shows you had to give something.
You
You
also
had
you
to.
yes, you have to think about the artists that came out around that time too. So like it makes sense. DMX, Jay-Z. People talk shit about Ja Rule. Ja Rule was popping. Ja
I
Rule had
don't
hits.
like. I don't like Ja Rule. Ja Rule gives a show. I got it.
Yeah,
I don't
it is
like
what it
Stuart
is.
Little looking motherfucker, but he gives a show.
Gets the
He gives
show.
a show.
Yeah, and bro, you said Missy. One that is one artist because I'm from Virginia originally. I
Yep.
fucking
Timbo and
love
Tim
Missy, bro.
Timbo and Missy are from
Yes.
Virginia.
Yes. Like man, if I could see Missy in concert like one time, like my life would be made low key. So
No,
talented.
she did a whole show. She did a tour, her last tour. I was like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta bring my family there. Fuck it, we're going. We're going.
Damn. Damn.
It was exactly what I expected a Misty show to be. I was
Oh,
like,
I
yes.
bet.
I was like,
I,
Missy, thank you very much for that. You did not disappoint. It was Missy, Ciara, Buster Rhymes, and Flipstar, of course. Oh my days.
that's a hell of a lineup. Hell of a lineup. Look, it's
No,
funny.
it was dope.
Yeah, look, my wife texted me because you said you like the weekend. She said, "Good man."
But I like his music, but in show, no. The voice right to the chest, bro.
Yeah,
He made it was outside. He made the whole place vibrate. And I appreciate a show. It was a whole. It was the scenery, everything, the way that the show was constructed. I was like, you're giving a show. Thank you very much. Thank you.
absolutely.
Some of these tickets sometimes they just it's like oh like and I heard that on this new tour. What's his name? Rick Ross has hard time selling tickets. First, the price of the tickets are way
Mm,
high, and then what are you gonna do? What is big knock knee nigga gonna do
that's
on
what.
tour? What is you?
Not knock need.
That's it.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
But see that.
I'd rather go see Taylor Swift because I'm not a fan of none of her songs, but she's gonna give a show. Lady Gaga will give you a show.
Yeah, man. And that's one of the reasons as to why I will not see most like I don't have a desire to see like most rappers perform. Like don't get me wrong, like some of my favorites, but I feel like my favorites are like at like the tippy top. Like like Cole, Kendrick, I mean, even to an extent like Big Sean, like I fuck with Big Sean heavy. He puts on a good show. But
I think
everybody
Big
else, yeah, like Wale is a terrible performer.
I'm not gonna go.
Terrible.
I appreciate the songs of Wale. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna Wale perform.
No. It's just him holding the mic, just walking back and forth, and that's it.
Hmm.
That's it.
So it's
But
like,
mhm,
yeah, in terms of shows, I need to be for the money that I'm spending. I need to be entertained. Give me something, some dancers or whatever, whatnot, like a
mhm.
little something, like some. For the price that I paid, you're just gonna move. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying, man.
I'm not gonna go see
But
50 Cent do this.
oh no, bro, I saw
Hell,
him I saw him at Dreamville. He tripped and he did that.
I'm not. I'm not.
That's all he
I'm not.
does.
I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna go
Be-
see him. I appreciate him. I appreciate the work that he
Yeah.
does. I appreciate seeing him on TV and stuff like that. I'm not paying
Yeah.
money to see this for an hour and a half. Not doing it.
That's exactly what it is. So funny because him in that fucking bulletproof vest with the wife beater doing this. But oh man. Anyway, man, I'm not trying to hold you for too long.
No
Last
problem.
thing, yeah, last thing I'll ask you is what is next for Preach and your channel? And guys, if you haven't subscribed to Preach's channel, it is in the link in the description down below. Make sure you guys subscribe, check him out whenever he goes live. So yes, tell us what's next, man. What you looking forward to?
I'm just gonna try to see where this thing goes. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna ride the wave, make the best content that I can. Show you a little that part of that part of my life where motorcycles, cars, engines, cooking,
Hmm.
just a bit me. I have a little, of course, discussions, streaming because I game. You know what I mean? The PS5 is right there, so I game a
Yes,
bit.
sir.
I'm on
I'm
Ada
right
right
there
now.
too.
trying to see if I feel like having a kid or not. So far, to dud. The game is fire though, but I don't want no kids for now. So yeah.
You, I'm trying to figure out if I wanted a kid or not. You made me want to get Pragmata though. No bullshit. Because I played the demo and I liked it, but I was still kind of like unsure. But watching you play it, it looked fun.
It's super fun. That game is dope. That game is really well
Yeah.
made. It's good. These games, it's like it's better. It's better than TV. Sometimes
Yes.
they're like, oh, have you seen this show? I play 007. Like, what are you talking about? I'm 007.
Right.
You understand? Do you want to watch 007 or be 007? I'm 007.
Kids these
I go to
days do.
Silent Hill. You can't miss. You can't. Have you seen Last of Us? I was the girl. I was the girl on the couch kissing that other girl. I was. That was me.
Of course you go to. Of course you go to two. Dog, kids do not understand how good they have it with video games today. Like I'm telling you. And look, I am going to tell you again, preach. I promise you, I wasn't trying to set you up. My boy Random in the chat, he can also back me up on this. You gotta play Resident Evil. So matter of fact, I'm a look out, right? You're right. I'm a look out because you right. Resident Evil 6, it most definitely got some jump scares. It made my butt cheeks clench, every once and again. However, I think a decent starter point for you would be Resident Evil 4.
Oh, your
Res-
butt cheek clenched?
yeah,
I'm older
yeah.
than you. I'll shit myself.
Hey man, you just got to make sure. Like you have to expect it. All right, you just got to like, oh, this is a dark hallway. Something is gonna,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I'll play it. I'll play it. I think the reactions are gonna be fun. So it makes good content and it's just
for
fun. So
sure.
I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll do it. I'll definitely do it. Yeah, it's fun.
Most definitely. But again, preach. Hey man, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate this. I feel like I
Oh yeah.
learned a lot about you that I did not know. So thank you
Or the
for
bagpipes?
sharing. Yeah. That's gonna be the main clip, I'm telling you. So random. So random. But
I ain't mad at
yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Shout out to the chat. We had over like 600 people in here. I appreciate y'all.
that
But
was up.
yeah, thanks, man.
Take care of yourself,
All right,
man.
all right. Peace out, stream.
Peace out, stream.